Yeah, I turned my phone off for you.
Yeah, it's fucking totally
You're
official.
welcome.
Feels more official, dude. And then when the studio's all together, we'll hear it. So, welcome everybody, episode 36. Here we are. Here we fucking are.
Episode 36. We're filming this before Christmas.
Yeah, so Merry fucking Christmas. Is this coming out
Happy
still
holidays.
before Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because next Saturday, Sunday?
No,
When is
this
Christmas?
Saturday is the 17th.
So so it's a day. That's the one. That's the one.
What are you talking about?
When is this will be out next Thursday. Will this be out before Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go on Shameless Self-Promotion Day. We're rolling out. Before we get to the graphic, we got No Banana at Peerless on New Year's Eve. Free show on that one. And then we'll get into this show, much more into this one, but we got the New Year's Eve show at Barcode. That's going to be a fucking blast. Put on by both these guys. I can't wait to get into that more.
Half hip hop, half metal.
Yeah,
that'll be a really cool.
A little bit of everything. $10 for that.
Reminds
show.
me of that Judgment Night soundtrack back in the day.
Yeah. So
I'm stealing that idea, by the way,
I like it.
yeah.
for Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that too as well. So roll that graphic, and we also got all the Monica House stuff coming up. And shit. Same with self-promotion day. Order PK Pest Management. Fuck. Call me up.
Order Peking Duck. What?
PK Pest Management. Get with me on that if you need some pest management. Especially you got mice during this fucking cold ass time. All right, roll that fucking graphic.
And there's the graphic.
Yeah. So hopefully get out to those shows, especially got 2 New Year's Eve show. One that I'm hosting now. So if you wondered ever how to fucking get on the show, be our first guy to kick us some money for advertising and hire me to host the show. And
Do you want me to not be there to kind of level out the Women of Wichita show? Like,
no. Why don't you come out? What you doing on New Year's Eve, by the way?
man, historically, if I'm not playing on New Year's Eve, I stay home.
Why don't you come out and do a live Aaron and Austin podcast?
At Barcode that night?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
You'd have to give me a little bit of reprieve from my hosting
you're
duties for
good.
a minute.
Sure.
We'll send Beezy up. He's a good half guy.
Okay.
We'll just do it on stage. We'll always be set up on stage.
We're just sitting there?
Yeah. While the rappers are playing, yeah.
We're just just sitting there, but they'd be like, what the fuck? But
right in front of the drum set.
yeah, that's
awesome.
So before we get too far in this, happy anniversary to Aaron today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
And this is-
congratulations.
And
Thank you.
apparently,
Happy anniversary.
Apparently, gay marriages get 7 anniversaries. Can you explain?
No, we got 2 actually.
You guys are milking it for all the world. Do we got to get presents on all of these? Do you guys get presents for each other?
of course.
So
That's part of reparations.
So you guys,
we get gay reparations. Don't you know? Like,
so your guys' way to like fast track the reparations things, just do multiple anniversaries a year.
yeah, I think so.
That's perfect.
No, so before it was legal, we didn't really think Kansas was gonna do it. You know, until there was like heavy federal pressure or something. So we got married on 8/9/10. We're like, that's easy enough to remember. We're a couple guys. We got it tattooed in Roman numerals on our finger. 8/9/10. So
That's
we
just
always
that is
remember.
just the sweetest shit I've ever seen.
We would
Isn't it?
remember at that point, right?
I mean, dude, anything to help me remember, fucking.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
in.
So then it got legal, and we were like, well, do you even give a shit about the legalities? And turns out we kind of did, I guess.
Well, they help out in some ways.
Well,
too.
yeah, and that was the clincher. So
Yeah.
so we got legally married 12, 13, 14. Now here's the weird part. Okay, so now we're adopting, and so the only thing we missed in that whole sequential number thing, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, was 11, right?
Yep. I feel like I didn't hear an 11 in that until now.
So we're adopting our son, and he is 11, and he was born 1/1/11.
Oh, wow.
It's a sequential thing.
So it's like a whole.
Meant to be.
I think so. I feel that, right?
It's
right.
epic destiny.
And 1/1/11 is an angel number. If you guys know about that,
I have no idea what you're
I
talking
don't know
about.
what that means. So can you school me on that? What does that mean?
We don't have time in this podcast, brother.
You can give me the fucking cliff notes, bro.
Basically, tune in to Art Bell on.
Oh, are you talking like Star Child? 13:30 a.m.
Yeah, it's
Your overnight host.
yeah,
So-
it's very like I don't know, numerology.
Well, that stuff. I mean, there's some shit to that. It feels like sometimes,
Feels like that.
or it's all fucking.
Oh, so speaking of my son, since we got him, we've been doing this every year, right? We go to Karg Art Glass in Keachai,
I'm sad you've been like a dad for like 2 years and you already have a cool tradition. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, hey, that's right.
I have a 13-year-old daughter. We don't do shit.
We tried thinking it out a little bit, but yeah. So every
feel
year you can go to Karg Art Glass and blow your own ornament. And so this is the second one that he's done, and it turned out really good.
And, I mean, you got to have a.
But
I mean,
totally recommend it because it's
Can I
like
see
a
it again?
cool. Yeah, check it.
I mean, it is badass, guys. But I'm telling you, your fucking tree better be ready.
Oh yeah, it better be like a fucking metal
Yeah,
tree,
dude, because this is heavy.
bro. And our tree isn't, so we kind of like pile those up into a bowl.
Or you could, or you could. Or have they been real similar to that every year, like the square, like the big circles?
So you got a whole choice. So like he goes in there and checks off like he wants this color, this color. I want it swirled or I want it speckled. This is a mold called an opaque mold. Makes it look like a pumpkin. Gives it those ridges.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and so he gets to kind of pick out whatever he wants, and then the guy kind of does all the heavy lifting, and he gets to blow, and they go, no, don't blow so hard, blow a little bit harder, whatever it is.
Kind of coach him.
Oh, it's like a DUI.
Yeah. A DUI for kids, though.
Yeah, too hard. I'm going to need you to blow again.
And instead of a 10 grand debt, you actually get a little.
You get a cool souvenir to take home.
Well, that's awesome. What is the pimp the place that did that?
Yeah, Karg Art Glass, Karg.
And that's a local place. Oh, Keychai.
Yeah, and it's pretty
That's pretty
dope.
local.
They have like the glass blowing studio out back, and then they have like sales floor where they have all kinds of different art from everybody. It's like but it's a bunch of glass artists. There's a guy that does some woodwork in there. There's a guy.
Well, that's cooler than me.
Yeah.
The thing I remember getting from my parents, I don't know if you guys remember this back in the day, but you get like a plastic thing or a Coke bottle or something and put the different color sand in there.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You guys
that.
remember that shit?
Yep.
You remember that shit?
Yep.
You'd have like a weird shaped glass or bottle or something, and you just get to put all these different colors of sand.
No, I didn't do that. I got that from my 13-year-old, though.
What, the sand?
Yeah, like a heart-shaped glass bottle with sand in it.
Yeah, we used to be able to like make them, and then they like do designs and shit with them at places.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school, so we had like broken glass, like cross making.
and they just
stuff,
made you
so-
walk on it.
No, we had to glue it. We had to make. We had to
This
make
religion's tough.
First, they made you guilty for breaking the glass. You know what I mean?
Well, all right, let's get into this, guys. We got a show coming up. Like I said, this New Year's Eve.
So we got Amanda Trotter.
Yeah, let's
That is
introduce. That's what I mean by let's introduce them.
She is with Sirious SideFX, fellow bass player, and you also got Amanda V Productions.
Yes, a photography
for the
company.
photography and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm also in an all-female band called the Deep Dreamers.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
We'll be start booking in January.
Yes.
so.
Bomb.
Please hit me up.
What
for
is-
that.
What genre is that?
Oh, nice.
We're kind of like a Beatles, a little bit with a little bit of rock in there because I
Nice.
spread that rock on everything.
So
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
what's
It's a
what's the
flavor.
genre of your current band, and what's that?
We're alternative rock.
and what is it? 3-piece, 5-piece, 4-piece?
It's 4-piece. We got 2 guitar players. I play bass and lead singer and a drummer.
Nice. Are you the lead singer?
Yes, I am.
Lead singer and bass?
Yes. So.
See, there you go.
It's hard to do, man.
Yeah,
Don't
I
look
like
that.
I like it. See,
It's hard to do. Because there's like a different rhythm that you're doing down here.
No,
that
it's
you're
hard for
singing
you
at.
to do.
Yep.
oh,
hard for me to do.
shots fired. That sounds like a bass battle. if
I'll
I
take
ever
that.
heard
I know
What are
that.
you doing New Year's Eve?
Yeah, we got Aaron.
That's what I'll do. New Year's Eve, I'll show up with my Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, and I was supposed to mention
Best
that No Banana will be full frontal on that show at Peerless.
In only banana hammocks?
Yeah, no, I think Austin Groom, not me, was fully intent on going full frontal on that show.
Well, when I heard it was banana hammocks for the first half, and then they were coming off.
And
And then they were
it was-
coming off.
Right.
If you know Austin Groom like I do, that banana hammock is coming off instantly.
Sounds like the opposite of no bananas, though.
Yeah, no, I
sounds
mean
like
lots of
bananas.
sausage.
It's all
and
bananas.
All bananas.
So if that's not something you're into, come out to our show.
Yeah, so, and then we got Joey Tourette's. Joey Coral in here.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. And this guy's been the man. I've got to meet him a lot here recently, and he's promoting a lot of shows going on. And I really appreciate anybody who's working hard for local music in this town.
Trying to
So-
bring hip hop back.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of a scene, but we're trying to pop it out of where the little hole it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just got to get a few more venues more ready to take on the hip hop scene, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the idea is a lot of venues don't want to deal with it right now because of the bad rep.
It's true.
So if we can show them that we're going to do an actual show, we're here to perform. We're about the music. We're about performing, not about the drama. Other venues will come on board.
Yeah, and I want to see that happen because I feel like we have some talented hip hop artists in this town. And
Yeah,
But
definitely.
can we find enough of them that aren't all about the drama to make a show happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, and then it feels like in what I see, and you can both stop me if I'm wrong. You both have been even you got been in the music industry longer than me. But when I see it, feels like you have to like every hip hop artist feels like they're a headliner, so you have to pay them all a lot when there's people that are willing in bands that are willing to accept, non-headliner money and come do shows. Am I incorrect in that?
So the problem I have is nobody in hip hop wants to headline. So at the local shows, nobody wants to go last.
I thought you would want to go last.
Well, right. In rock and roll, the headline spot is the spot you want. But in hip hop, you want like the middle spot. Because in the front, nobody's there yet. In the back, everybody already left because they saw who they wanted to see.
Oh, yeah. It's the clicky thing.
Yeah, because the people at hip hop, they come to see the guy they come to see, and then they leave.
So there's no ego in it. Like, I feel like the ego part is I want to be the last on the bill.
There's ego in everything.
Well, I mean, not only that, I'd feel good if I was headlining a show.
Yeah, well, on the bill, it depends on you're talking about like the flyers and how we're going to bill it for advertisement. And that just depends on the artist.
So you can kind of bill a show like you've been billing her as kind of their band as the headliner. Right?
Well, they got the headline spot on New Year's Eve.
Well, so does that mean you're going to
a rock band?
Would you prefer to play at the end? Would you prefer to play at the end?
Oh yes, by then everybody's shit faced having a good time.
Yeah,
it's easier to work the crowd.
See, difference between hip hop and rock.
I mean, I didn't even never think of it though.
So I get your blend idea for New Year's. I get it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna flip that into Friday the 13th.
So do the same thing.
I'm trying to do like a metal rap mix.
So when is that coming?
Friday the 13th of January.
Is it in January?
Yeah, I'm still booking for that.
Oh, nice.
So I saw a clip the other day of Diabolical Orange Monkey with Devious.
Yeah, they're headlining Friday the 13th.
Okay, good.
Because that's metal rap.
I haven't really heard of them, but their fucking name is interesting. Diabolical Orange Monkey.
Yeah.
Sucked me right in.
Yeah, it sucked me right in. Tractor beam.
You know what it makes me think of? King Louie from Jungle Book.
Really?
That's what it makes me
like the big giant or orangutan?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it. Like maybe that was.
You haven't got to check. You're never going to see King Louie unless you actually go to the Jungle
Monkey.
Diabolical.
Yeah, I see it.
You see what I'm saying? Diabolical Orange Monkey.
Yeah, because their DJ's my main DJ.
So they are a hip hop metal.
So their lead singer Devious is a rapper, and the band is metal. Okay. So they're melding metal rap.
And I think that just happened because Diabolical Orange Monkey did not always have.
No, they just got him.
A rap element. You know what I mean?
And they just picked up him and the DJ.
Awesome.
Bet.
And I think they just did their first show in Salina at Metal Mayhem or something up there.
Nice.
So
I've been hearing about him for a while. I've never seen any of them.
Yeah, look him up on Facebook. Diabolical Orange Monkey. Yeah.
So does this make you want to start rapping now over your rock band?
It makes me want to go to the show on the 13th. Where's this show at?
Barcode.
Yeah. And shout out to Barcode. Shout out to.
Oh yeah, man.
Irish O'Dell.
Yeah, Irish. Yep. And what's his wife's name? Does anybody?
Joni,
Irish and Joni. Yep. Shout out to getting that venue going again. I can't wait. I haven't been in there yet. I'm trying to wait until that night to be the first time I'm going to go in there.
Oh, I got you.
He wants to walk in and be wooed.
No, yeah, right. I just haven't been in there. I haven't been in there in a hot minute. And it's not because I'm, any mystique or anything like that. It's just because it's fucking on the other side of town from where I live.
Dude, I haven't been in there since like 10 or 15 years. And when I went in the last time, December 2nd, we did a hip hop show. Yeah, dude, I don't know who updated that bar, but like there was a lot of work put into it. Because when we were there like 15 years ago, it was a dive.
I mean, it's always. I mean, the strip mall that it's in is barely standing.
What was it 15 years ago?
I have no idea. I think it was a gay bar. I think it was the Elbow Room.
I thought you said it was a gay bar.
It was a gay bar.
The Shady Lady.
Well, it was after that. Maybe it was when it first became the Elbow Room. Maybe I don't know, but it was like 10, 15 years ago. It was a while ago.
How long did the Elbow Room run?
I have no idea.
That's a question for you. Yeah, I know
it wasn't that long because I remember Kenny at Blizzard Lounge before the.
Blizzard Lounge.
Yeah, so I mean that's where I met him. I met him at the Blizzard Lounge.
There was a little bar on Broadway, across from that fire station, that Kenny and Daria had for just a little bit.
Oh really? I didn't ever see that place.
Yeah, that was close to my house. I went there all the time.
Well, any place that's close to your house. I mean, like any bar, when you got a bar close to your house, that's the shit.
Yeah, I can stumble home. I like this.
I like that shit too. That's what's nice about real big cities when you live in the city. Like, I mean, there's fucking bars and shit everywhere. You got your mic where you need it?
No, I don't know. It keeps going down.
Well, the thing is because we fucking have broke almost every.
It's like prom night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just depends.
See Alice.
It just depends on if the slow dance.
Can I get some Viagra for this?
Just depends on if the slow dance comes back on or not.
Which slow dance are we talking about? Because do not put the dance by Garth Brooks on the radio. That's a bad song.
Oh man. So how'd you parlay into doing promotions? How'd that start?
Originally, a buddy of mine asked me to start promoting him and booking shows and shit. Because I was doing helping a friend out with her poker run, and I booked some bands to come out for that. I don't know. It just snowballed from there.
Yeah.
I don't really.
It does that a little bit.
You can lead into one thing, like, oh, we got to do this. And then you're like, okay, well, I got to do this. And then, okay, well, I need this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's a bunch more shit I need to figure the fuck out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then once you figure out so much, then
Hey.
you have a bunch of other people. Hey, man, I see what you're doing.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah, can you
okay,
help me?
hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
that's what you hope. I mean, honestly, but then you kind of just it builds.
Well, you
from
hope
there.
that you get to a certain point where you're capable, and then you like people come on, and you're like, yes, these are my terms. This is my contract. Just review that, sign that. Let's
Well,
go.
right. That's where I had to
And-
figure out in the beginning, like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to do the slot fee thing.
Right.
And, like, metal and rock have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, and maybe some of our podcast guys don't. So
Yeah, tell 'em.
So when we're talking about slot fees, is back in the day, these hip hop shows would hire some like regional name to get people through the door, right? And that guy would cost you like $1,500. Okay, so to pay him, all the openers would pay to play that show.
Right.
You
You
know?
want to play on this show and open for big name guy
That's
here?
gonna be $150.
Yeah, it's going to be $400.
Right.
And then you get 5 or 6 guys to pay you $400. Now, see, that's not so bad. I don't have such a problem with that. If the terms are up front, like, hey,
Yeah.
if you want to open
It's
for this
snowballed
guy.
since what I'm talking about.
Yeah, now.
got kind of
snowballed
crooked.
down.
Got
Yeah.
kind of crooked.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
now.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a good model because now I get my name out there with a big artist.
And back in the day, it was a good model. It worked. And if
That-
you run it, it works.
That's
But-
not a bad model. You're getting a big name out there that people know, so people are going to come to your show. That gets your little guy some exposure from that big guy.
And
I
hopefully
mean,
you sell
in
merch.
principle, that's a good idea.
Right, then they sell merch. That's not necessarily a bad idea.
What it's turned into.
People flipped it, and now it pretty much all over. If you want to book a hip-hop show, people who are doing what I do, you want to play on my show, it's this much money to get a slot, and you can sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever songs. I sell you a slot on my show.
And there ain't even that headliner bringing names to the door.
No.
You know,
Oh, so
that's not even the thing.
They
anymore.
removed that part of it.
They removed the part to where that money goes anywhere else but the promoter.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
so you
Right.
pay me money, I put a show on, you get to perform, I take your money, put it in my pocket, then I charge people at the door to come in, I take that money, put that in my pocket,
Yeah.
and what you get all the other people who paid to come to the show, bring like 3 people with them, and they get to see your shit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you got.
Minimal exposure.
You paid for minimal exposure.
Yeah, minimal. I would
And
call that
sometimes
minimal.
quite a bit, man. Like,
$200, $300.
yeah, sometimes those slot fees are outrageous, and you're just like, what are you doing?
Well, why did
Put
they? How did they?
$200-$300 behind
how did
some
they
social media
How are they
promotion.
convincing the hip hop crowd to be a part of that?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well,
Yeah.
It
It's just
became so
systemic.
standard. It became so standard. It's just what you do. It's how you get into that. You know.
Yeah, it's how they
So-
operate now.
Yeah, it just became such a standard operating procedure that nobody questioned it.
So we're flipping that model.
Even when
Jesus Christ, please do.
people are obviously just taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
I might not be able to give you a guarantee when you play on my show, but I can guarantee you that I'm going to pay you before I pay me.
Yeah.
Well, and the possibility of making money is a hell of a lot better than the guarantee of losing.
Well, when you're a promoter,
You
I
know?
feel like that's how it goes. If you're promoting and booking acts, the acts get paid before you do. You're hoping you promoted enough.
Well,
to
that's how
make
it's
money.
supposed to be.
That's how it works.
That's how you would think it would be.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, there
or
was.
even some kind of split would work. You know?
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I mean anything that's fair. I mean
Yeah.
every show's going to be different. So I don't see there having to be one single set fucking model for everything because that's silly.
Sure, but now you
That's
got guys, regional guys, who like say they're from Topeka or Kansas City, who they've got a good following there. Excuse me, and they
you're
want to
fine.
do a. They're like, oh, we're gonna do a Midwest tour, so we're gonna go to Wichita and we're gonna go to Tulsa and we're gonna go to St. Louis. Hit me up if you want to get on my show. So it's not even a big name guy, and basically you're paying to get on his show to pay his gas money to get so he can get down to Tulsa, so that he can pay, and then you're gonna sell tickets. It's just.
That sounds like a racket.
So I'm starting to wonder, like,
Should I get in this business? Is what I'm starting to wonder.
I'm thinking each one of these guests owe me about $40.
I feel like I feel like slot fees.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Slot fees for the Aaron and Austin show. If you want to be on this motherfucker, all you people out there that have been sending me messages and supporting the show and
You're on next week.
got a band that you think would be great for the show. If it turns out money gets you right on that.
Every week, the highest bidder gets on.
And
Yeah,
money
we-
talks and bullshit walks.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Last bid is taken at noon on Wednesday.
Yeah, I feel like this is a thing. I feel like this sounds brilliant. I hope we're recording this. I hope.
So I posted for the Friday the 13th. I posted, "Hey, I'm looking for bands," and at the Animalist, I put like, I don't know. I guess it's my company motto is like, I guarantee no slot fees, and that I'm not going to get paid before you get paid. And a bunch of the metal guys were like, what the fuck are slot fees?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't deal with that.
Like, they
in
don't know
rock
what the
and
hell
roll.
that
I mean,
is.
until just now, I didn't have any fucking idea.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But, and then, like, who was it the other day? Was it you? Somebody I was talking to was like, how the fuck do they let that happen? You're in hip-hop. You're supposed to be hardcore gangsta. Like, you're supposed to be bowdy, right?
Well, I mean, everybody should be like,
You
when it comes to,
advantage of in the whole thing.
well, everybody
like-
should be pretty professional when it comes to your music and not, like, I don't care what your genre is. Like, that seems like such a weird concept.
It's exploitative. So basically what it is the promoters that are doing it recognize that there's a hunger. You see these new guys coming up who've got talent. They're like, I want it. They got a hunger drive to get their music out there, to perform, to try and make it big. They want to be the next Jay-Z or Eminem or whatever.
I mean, don't we all? I mean,
well, right. I mean, if you're playing music, you want your shit to blow up.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
duh.
Yeah.
But like, they're like, okay, well, I could get you some exposure. I got an audience, la 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 la. Yeah, but exposure's free. You can get that shit on the internet.
I don't
you
pay
can
my
work-
rent and exposure.
and I'll tell you, I'm just a dumb motherfucker from Wichita, and I'm figuring out how to expose our podcast without paying shit. You guys can figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, social media, and that's the thing, like 20 or 30 years ago, maybe it was a thing. You know, when the record labels ran the music industry and you had to go through certain
Yeah,
avenues to get
gatekeepers.
somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
you had gatekeepers
Now,
everywhere,
dude, you
man.
got TikTok, you got YouTube,
You got
SoundCloud.
You got fucking you, man. If
well,
you can record it, it's on how much you want to hustle.
Right. How much do you want to put it out there? Do you know, if you put your music out, do you want to do this? Now it's like, why are you paying some dude to get on a stage? The people who come to see you should be paying.
Yeah, well, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, you should at least be comped, or you shouldn't have to pay to perform your art. That seems like a weird concept to me.
I agree.
I feel like you breaking even. You just on the street corner doing it.
Now, if we go back to the
Know what
old
I
model
mean?
that we originally talked about, Metallica's coming to town, and I'm a band in this town, and I can pay, $5,000 to be on this bill. That's a whole different thing.
And that happens.
Yeah, that's a whole different fucking thing.
That still happens on these bigger tours. So I remember I did like 30 days or something like that, opening up for Seven Dust on tour.
Oh, really?
Okay, and so my management company paid a portion of the promotional costs for that tour. That's how that's all worded. Okay?
That seems like the most generalized fucking statement I've ever
Sloppy.
heard.
Well, kind of. But
Yeah.
but the deal is this. Okay, it's like the machine that moves Metallica is hundreds of thousands of dollars
Oh,
deep.
God, just
okay?
one truck is
one
fucking-
tour. One
yeah.
tour
Yeah.
is huge. Okay, so we're rolling into a city. I want you to think about how much it costs to have these radio ads played
Constantly.
for like Metallica coming with blah blah blah.
TV
Just
spots,
the
radio
fucking
spots.
overhead on that shit.
Right. So to be on that tour with Seven Dust, we had to pay a portion of that promotional cost.
But that's not.
Do they regulate that, or is that just like some random percentage? You don't know what the fuck it's going to be.
Nobody knows what the fuck that is. Bro.
Yeah,
But-
that's
but
what I'm
that's-
saying.
that-
That sounds like some
Nobody
big
knows
ass
what that is.
percentage shit that you might get.
And I say nobody, but I was the bass player in the fucking band. Like I'm of course not going to know what it is.
That's
You know
not
what I mean?
exploitative, though.
You
You
bass
know
players.
what you're getting when you get in.
Well,
You're getting an opening spot for a big band.
You know that you're playing in front of a crowd of like 5,000-6,000
Right,
people.
and
See,
they're
that shit's worth it to me.
they're
a
they're
little
not
bit.
right. That
That
might be
is.
worth it. They're not exploiting
That
the
might
fact
launch
that
you
you're a
into
nobody.
stardom.
So flash forward, I opened up for ZZ Top in 2 shows in Iowa, and we sold $1,900 worth of merchandise the first night.
Wow.
Okay, like we didn't make much a dick on the thing, and ZZ Top is one of the exceptions. They're super cool. They pay you to play. It's not a lot, but they
at
pay
least-
you to play.
they're at least
Like, yeah,
kicking you something.
yeah, because they're just awesome. You know, got many stories, but
Well, let's
They're
hear
cool-
one.
they're
What the
cool.
fuck, dude?
and I'm telling you one now. Yeah, but yeah, just the chance to open up for ZZ Top sold $1,900 worth of merch, like that. You know,
Hell yeah.
we played our show, and during that break, it's like $1,900 just coming through line.
Yeah, merch is where the money's at.
Well, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. The last few hip hop shows I've been to, the merch has been fucking garbage. Like there hasn't been shit for. Like I took.
Oh,
my
like
da-
nobody's making it.
When there was no merch at all. Like I took my daughter to the NLE Choppa show. I didn't even know about that artist, but she's a young daughter and she wanted to go. And it was like her first like big concert. She's been to some local shit, but this is like her first someone that she really wanted to go see. And I was like, well, get you a shirt while we're there or a hoodie,
Yeah.
even if I have to. Nothing. They had like a $600 leather jacket and a backpack.
What the hell?
They didn't have a
dang.
tour shirt?
Like nothing.
Should have had a shirt. They should have had
Yeah.
thousands.
You got to have a tour shirt.
They had dick. They had nothing. This was at Wave, which is Real hard for me not to put the in there. Every time I see it, I roll my eyes at that placement.
Even I'm about to put merch out, and I'm an entertainment company.
Even I have one shirt. I mean,
Yeah, there you go. Boom. See?
I mean, we have one shirt at least. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Got nothing else.
Yeah. Shameless self-promotion.
How do you buy shirts? How many XLs am I going to sell? How many smalls?
I feel like
How
20.
many, you know, like
You want the most XL and 2XL.
Yeah, and I feel like we can get 40 of those and
Couple
whatever.
small, couple medium, couple 3X, couple 4X.
Yeah, I thought I had beat the system, man. There's this thing called Threadless, which is like third-party merchandise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
And,
thought about that too.
It's like you
Want it, James?
I'm good.
Okay.
you go to the website, right? And then you go, I want this style of shirt, this kind of shirt with this logo on it, and I want it this size.
Drop ship.
Drop ship, boom. They send you a check every month for how much you made.
We sold one shirt, I think.
Yeah, that's it, dude. In my band, I think we sold like 5. Grand total of maybe 5.
Well, the thing is like the first few weeks, the shirt's like $18. That's doable.
How much is shipping and handling?
For the first few weeks after everything, you could get a shirt from this thing from us for out the door $22.
That's not bad.
$22
That's not bad
out
at
the
all.
door, making it on the thing. After we were on Threadless for a month, the shirt went to like $38 out the door. So it was
like
like
double.
nobody's gonna fucking buy this.
Yeah.
Like $22 out the door, I can sell to my friends.
And live, there's like a hype, right? Like I just saw that band. Oh my god, they're so good. I want to buy the shirt. I want to buy the
Well,
bandana.
How many times are you going home and being like, I need to buy a shirt? And
Never.
looking up online.
It's
No,
not gonna happen.
You're hitting that merch table as you're walking out like, shit,
Yeah.
dude,
That's
that's
a-
a rock. Let me get a shirt.
That's a little
Yeah.
bit of a good point. Like, very rarely do you go to
You're not
buy...
going home?
I mean, even though... I mean, there's some... And shout out to Dusty Grant. He does good with his merch. He buys cool shit that people want to get.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's still... Merch is kind of an impulse buy. A little
Yeah.
bit, it feels like.
Yeah, you got to sell that at the show. Sure, you might sell a couple not at the show, but like that's the hardcore fans who's going to buy it.
That's your
regardless.
friends. That's your fucking friends.
Or your mom.
Yeah,
like-
or your mom. Well, mom,
the
buy a
funny-
shirt. Thanks, mom.
Right.
I mean, online shopping's huge. You would think that this would parlay over, but it just doesn't.
Well,
seem to.
because when it comes to like, you say you go to shop for a shirt, and we're not trying to shit on the people that actually go out and buy band shirts and look for those and think that's great. We love you for that. But for the most part, when people go to buy clothes for themselves, they're not. The last thing they think of is like, some local person's like band shirt.
No, that's the first thing I think of.
it
I
really?
always wear.
So, like, if you-
seriously, I always wear every local band shirt. I wear local bar shirts.
Well, I know you. That's your.
Yeah.
That's a lot of those have been given to you though. So, but do you expect like today on your anniversary
I buy them, man.
for Justin to buy you like a local shirt?
That'd be dope.
Would he do? Would
He
he do
wouldn't
that?
do it.
Look.
Well, Justin, buy him a local shirt. He seemed a little sad about it.
I second that.
Wait and buy him a Syndrome Entertainment shirt.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go.
and a cool new logo that they just came out with today. So get over there. You have a weapon. We have a Facebook page.
Syndrome Entertainment on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, badass. So,
It's the only one with the name, so you should be able to find it.
yeah, it's a good name too. I like it, and I like the logo. Who
So what you
did your
guys
logo?
been having going on, man?
Yeah, we got to get into Amanda
I
stuff.
make all my own merchandise.
Yeah. No, I mean, what's your band been doing? You guys been playing? You guys-
Yeah, we've been playing and writing and stuff, and yeah, we played the Barcode last month. So
Nice.
Yeah.
You recording a record? You writing some tunes?
we got a demo done. That's about as far as we got, but we're looking for a studio to record in, as you're already aware of. So.
I know
I think we can get something going.
I know a couple
I
studios.
think
Yeah.
we can. So
We're close.
Yeah, we're close.
We're dangerously close. Actually, we're so close. Like, I thought about having bands come in and do our theme song.
Oh, that would be fucking
Right?
tight,
Like,
dude.
I would love
in the
to do that.
background.
if the band would just write their own unique theme song for us,
If
that would be dope.
you think what are they called? Fuck, dude, help me out.
Serious
Jingles?
The
Jingles?
band that's rehearsing here tonight,
Oh, Sproke.
Sproke. If it would be awesome for them to play out the Aaron and Austin
Dude,
theme
I'm
song
telling
in the
you.
background,
Yeah.
I would give
I
me
think
a
it'd be
fucking
awesome.
giant boner. I would not lie about
I think
that.
that'd be cool, but it's starting to look really possible. I mean, I know the people like at home can't see it, but we're in one side room. Right over there is the venue of Monica House. That's the stage.
Right behind John.
And-
You probably can't see John.
And what we're setting up is kind of like to where we're going to be able to record every live show that ever comes through here. We're going to be able to do a live
Oh, that's cool.
recording.
that'll be awesome.
You
And
ever
we-
played here before?
No, I haven't.
And what I really want to get done is to where like when you're leaving, it's that impulse buy thing. Here's a CD of the show you just
Right?
saw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Or we
that
could just
would be
sell
sick,
subscriptions
right?
to
Yes.
that. I think that'd be easier.
Oh, a subscription would be cool, or a compilation disc.
You could do I mean, it almost like we talked about, even jokingly.
A best of.
Well, you could almost set up like 3 or 4 like GoPros and like have excess footage and backstage shit and like good B-roll.
We're honestly working on things like that, but even further than what you're talking.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that later.
Hey, John, we can break out our secrets here.
Well, a lot of these podcasts are live streamed, and I think we have the capability to do it. We are going to go first live editing.
Yeah, that's where
we're setting that up pretty much right now.
Yeah, so we can
over the next few weeks.
So you don't have to. We're trying to alleviate the production people from having to sit in the booth and edit the fucking show and watch it all over again.
I don't know if you noticed, Owen is dead asleep over here. Like
wakey, wakey.
I saw him for a minute, but he's out now.
Yeah, it's that Coors Light. They got that Coors Light in him.
Give him a Red Bull.
He's gonna be late for work. I know that much.
Not my problem.
What work?
So how did your band come about? How did all that? How long have you guys been together? What's all that stuff?
I met him at a New Year's Eve party, which is kind of awesome.
Kind of serendipitous.
Yeah, and I joined him just as a lead singer, and 5 bass players later, I finally was like, hell, I'll just play it, and it's been pretty smooth after that. So.
Yeah, just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
So what were you doing music before that, or?
Yeah, I've been playing music since I was about 10. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What'd you start on?
I started on piano.
The piano.
Yeah.
See, I always wanted to learn piano because it was like all the music theories really just laid out right in front of you.
Oh, yes.
And I always thought that'd be really cool. But growing up in Winfield, Kansas, the piano teacher was this old, kind of hunched over old lady, just mean.
No fun.
I was like, no.
Like church lady vibe?
Like, I'm not doing that.
So she scared you out of the piano?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you play the piano. I love the piano. It's one of my favorites.
That was not why you didn't play. It's them dick fingers you got.
Yeah, I'm going to be hitting multiples.
There's a little bit of truth there. I'd be the same way. That's how it is. So, man, I think a lot of music is missing the piano, and especially the keyboard.
Yes, I agree. And the saxophone.
Wait.
You play
have a bass player that agrees?
She's into it. She's into it. So let's get into this.
Yeah,
we have
let's
bass battle. And I knew we were going into it today. Bass battle keyboard lover. This guy, bassist, hates keyboards.
I'm an avid keyboard hater.
Let me have a Rumplements for this, please.
And I will say...
Anybody else? Because I'm having another one.
So
that's too minty.
Who wrote your theme song? I'm very curious.
I did. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, if you need a theme song...
I will shit it out in about...
He will.
About 2 days.
We've been through 2 of them already, and and I got to hold him back. I'm like, easy.
I actually
easy
just finished up the theme song for Talking With Your Mouth Full.
Oh, Alonzo, we got something for you.
I got it.
Alonzo, we got something coming for you.
Let's do that.
I'm not going
to... Every time I say that I've got it in my head, it takes me and John about an hour. And
he is. I'm not going to lie. He's a very talented individual. That will not tell you shit about how talented. He just glosses over. There was one time I was with Seven Dust for fucking 6 months, and
I know the first time I seen him on drums, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Guys, you don't understand.
No big deal.
You guys don't understand how many people are in that like scene. Like there are so many
not
people
me.
that are running.
Yeah, not you.
Not me. I mean, I don't have any cool ZZ Top stories.
You are now, though.
Well, I'm just gonna insert myself like I was standing there.
Mr. MC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
this is my second show MC, and I'm ready to do it. I like doing it. It's actually kind of fun.
Oh, you MC'd another show?
I MC'd the first show at Musefest. They had me to do that. It was kind of our gig, and they wanted me to do the outside stage. Kind of had to take over the inside stage too, because Jacoby got a little in his feelings.
Oh,
Jacoby Lee Winter.
Such a country name.
He wants to have it be a rock name. Let's put this out there. All right, I gotta discuss this. Taylor's got a new name. Do you know about this?
I've seen it. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't asked him about it.
It's a real thing, and we're here, so he's on this show. So why not shamelessly promote this New Year's Eve show that he's on?
Taylor.
He's not Taylor anymore. He's Jacoby.
Like, is there a fucking piece of paper that says that?
He is legally changing his name at the first of the year, from what he told me.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. For real.
He's
because it's more rock.
Nah, dude.
Well, I feel like we should get in his head and
I'm gonna call
see
him
how
Jack.
much influence we can have on his name.
Jack is more rock than
I'm gonna call him
Jacoby.
Jack
Yes,
just
I
because
agree.
Listen to
I'll
this.
fucking say Jacoby.
I feel like
if
we
there's
should.
3 syllables in your name, I'm shortening that shit.
I feel like we got a great opportunity here.
Just call him B.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, do the same shit to him. I'm John.
Yeah, but I think we have a real opportunity here to harangue him and harass him until he legally changes it and see what we can morph this name into.
Challenge
Jacoby.
accepted.
Yeah.
Jacobius.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
The
Jacobite?
wave.
Yeah,
Jacobius.
the wave. Yeah, Jacoby, the Lee winner. But I feel like we have a really opportunity to bully him into a really weird name before he changes it.
Penelope.
And we should not fuck that up.
Zephyrus.
But I even because he's smart. Joe sets up a thread for all the artists that are going to be on that show, so we can talk and get.
I like that.
That's
Well,
smart.
That way I can update. If something changes, like boom, here's an updated
Yeah, here's
flyer.
the new flyer. Here's
Boom,
the
this
new-
is the set
what's up.
list.
Yeah, that helps.
You know?
And I think anybody that's a promoter or anybody that does anything, especially on Facebook Messenger, that's a great place to
It's
put it.
kind of like we a team. We're making this happen. Let's
And
go.
we do
Right.
the same thing with our podcast. You
Yep.
guys will be added to our podcast thread. We have one of what are we on 36? So there's close to that many guests or not.
Oh,
more.
there's more than that.
Well, some people bailed. You know who you are. You bailed from
You want
You know who you are. We won't bring it up.
Those of whom we do not speak.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Well, some of them were like based on other. Well, we won't get into this.
Yeah, don't feed the drama. Man.
Leave the drama
I
at your
think
mama's.
I think drama's funny though. We're trying to sell tickets here. From what Joe said, I can legally start 3 fires at Barcode that night, as long as we keep them low. He said we can start
I didn't
fires.
say that.
Yeah, he said. I said we should start a fire figuratively, and he's like, no, we should
Fuck
literally,
that. Literally, let's burn that motherfucker
Yeah, he says
down.
like, let's literally start a fire. I was like, okay, so
You gotta
that's-
start it with the fucking strings on that guitar, though.
Or
You're like,
maybe bass.
No
well,
problem.
there you go. You're gonna light that shit up,
Jimi Hendrix shit that.
right?
yeah, the bass
Play it
battle.
back here, man.
I can't do that.
I can't play guitar at all.
Me either.
Look, I tried banjo. I really wanted to play banjo so bad. I cannot do it.
That's the only
Banjo's a super hard instrument
Like
to play.
3
dude.
finger. I can do a little slop melody.
makes it
but
harder than a
this,
guitar?
I can't do this. I can do this all day long. I can't do this.
Is it the hand? Maybe flip it over. Try the other way.
This?
You read my mind.
That feels even weirder.
Yeah, I don't know, but you did it both at the same time. All right, see, I feel like
I
you're the
don't-
man of banjo.
Double neck.
But a ding 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 ding.
You already got it. I mean, just if it doesn't come out good off the instrument, just make make the noise with your mouth. So what it makes
Jeff
a banjo?
Dunham that shit.
What makes a fucking banjo so hard? Is it harder than a guitar to play?
All right, so it's tuned in G, and
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's just an open tuning. If you no hand on it, you just strum it as G.
So what is that on a guitar or bass?
So you would have to chord that, okay? Like a guitar is tuned low end to high end, and the banjo throws this extra weird fifth.
But no
high
letter
string in there
though.
for the-
No letter. It's not a G. E.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. E A D G E E D.
So if you just strum it, it's a E?
God damn it. Huh? No. If you just strum a guitar, it sounds like shit.
Okay.
Because you're
Not
just hitting a bunch of
tuning.
shit at once.
So why do you get when we just strum a whole bunch of strings on a banjo? How come it's a chord? And if you strum a whole bunch of
No,
strings
it's
on a
not.
guitar, it's not.
Because the banjo is played with this like
claw finger.
yeah. It's this
So
whole,
you're
like,
hitting multiple different strings in a row.
your whole
I feel
technique.
like
is
Joe knows a little
this.
bit more about the banjo than he
Your whole
knows.
technique is like this, man. You're like
I'm like
picking
a
this
basic
stuff.
beginner.
And so you just make a chord shape up here, and then you pick the melody out here.
I can claw.
Can you play the banjo?
I can play Amazing Grace on banjo.
Just that only?
Pretty much.
You can't freestyle
Pretty
banjo?
much, dude.
You can't freestyle a banjo?
I can probably freestyle anything in like G, C, D, and I know the A chord because it's like a bar.
Yeah, you did.
That's it.
I don't know any chords.
This motherfucker.
Is he still asleep back there?
No, he's throwing shit at me.
Oh, he must have woke up.
Throw it back.
Well, I'm busy.
Find heavier objects and throw
Oh, I'm
those.
fucking busy.
Light him on fire for New Year's.
Well, I mean, we could get a fire going with his skin ass.
Well, he has to go to work. Hey, you want some Jameson, buddy?
Yeah. The kid's only 16 years old. Jesus, man.
I do not condone that behavior, and I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I'm not even here today.
Women of Wichita event.
So, what made you want to throw this New Year's Eve party? I'm glad to be. Like you said, he hit me up this week and let me host it. So if you want to come out and listen to my stupid ass talk for about 5 minutes every hour. I'll be there introducing the bands and stuff. Again, I appreciate you letting me be a part of that. So, what made you want to put this show together?
Well, I was talking with Aaron about throwing a lineup together at a different venue.
Once again, my fault.
And then that venue decided to go a different route. So I sort of had half a lineup made.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let me shoot Barcode a message. And they had somebody cancel. And then they picked it up. And then he messaged me like, hey, I got this band. They don't have an openers yet. Y'all want to split it up? And I was like, yep, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you guys got hooked
Yep.
up? Nice.
Yep. So now it's on like Donkey Kong.
That's awesome.
Are you going to be there taking pictures? You going to get some
So
footage?
I'll bring my camera. So
Do you have anybody taking pictures of you guys?
I never do.
Man, come on. That's
Brandon.
It's that self-promotion thing that nobody
Yeah.
wants
Shameless.
to do.
Shameless
I like being
self-promotion
behind
day.
the camera.
Yeah.
So
I know, right?
I
I
feel
hate
awkward in front of it sometimes.
Right?
And we're debuting a new DJ that night.
Who is it?
Go
DJ Puff.
DJ Puff.
Yeah.
That's like, I thought there was going to be more. I'm like waiting for more.
No, well,
And it's
DJ.
just like, puff.
So our main DJ, DJ Kenny Blaze, right?
Yeah.
With Diabolical Orange Monkey. He's my main DJ on my hip hop shows. This is like his protege.
This is his boy.
Yeah.
So nice. Well, thanks for giving him a hookup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because he's just had a baby.
So what do you do as a DJ? Like during the rock shows, you just kick it?
Well, I don't think he'll be doing anything on their set.
How many? So let's go through the.
That would be
let's-
dope,
Let's
though.
go through the lineup of this show.
I mean, he
That would
probably
be dope.
could, but I don't know what he would do.
So
that out there.
who's the whole? What's the whole lineup of the show? We got.
Okay, so Sirious SideFX is headlining,
Yeah, and this is Amanda's band.
right?
Yeah. Good metal.
I got
Original metal too. Original. How many
Yes.
originals you guys play usually? tonight?
I think we got about 25 originals.
Listen to that shit. For $10, you 25 original metal band, bassist, lead singer, female lead singer.
that's right.
What the fuck are you doing on New Year's Eve?
And I said metal, but you were saying more alternative rock. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've slowed down a little bit in my older age. I'm not as quite as hardcore as I used to
I
be.
feel that.
Just not trying to kill your fucking voice,
I
probably.
can't scream all hardcore all
Well,
night.
I mean, I
still talk now.
As I speak from just as a fan of, I still love metal and hard music, but I do want to hear what you're saying.
Oh, you'll
I
be able
care.
to hear it.
I care for some reason.
Yes.
So okay, then we got BZB
BZB
I mean,
from
you
New Life
guys know
Records.
that dude.
Yeah, New
Yeah.
Life Records. Yeah.
Yep.
And we got Enos.
Enos?
ENIS.
Sorry,
He
that's a
does a
joke.
pretty good thing.
That's a joke from fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
He's been off the set for a while, like 2 years. I think he's coming back.
So we got kind of a redemption coming back from not playing for 2
yeah,
years.
dude, his set's really good.
What is his style?
He hip hop.
He's hip hop.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my
I love
The only one I've got on there is not hip hop is Jacoby.
Jacoby Lee Winter.
Yeah,
Broflovsky.
he's doing acoustic rock.
Jacoby Sadaya.
Yeah,
Broflovsky.
Is he originals or covers?
I think he'll probably do mostly covers.
Who's that?
Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Sadaya.
Yeah. He does have some original music, but
He
most
does,
of the
but
sets
man,
is
it took me years to get him to play me one.
not bullshit. He came on our goddamn podcast and was shirtless
Yeah,
playing.
but I knew him for years. I knew him for years before that. That's what I'm trying to
Well,
say.
shit took me a day,
was-
and he was. I came back from the bathroom. He was shirtless playing
I laid
original
down,
music.
I
in
laid
the,
down the groundwork.
What episode is this? I want to check it out.
Yeah, what episode?
episode.
Episode 2.
No, it's 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the first 2.
It was
6,
very
7,
good.
5, 6, 7, somewhere in there, because we had Tommy was episode 2, and that's still
you're right.
still to this day. Tommy Wicker episode 2 has been the highest rated show, the highest viewed show. I think it's that motherfucker's
Really?
almost a 600.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He's
that
got a
one-
lot of
man.
friends.
Yeah, he
And,
does.
and I gotta give you props, dude. 6,500 views last week.
Dude. Yeah. Well, I've
Hey, one of those is
That's
me.
pretty awesome.
and I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of
pretty awesome.
figured out and I will say this to all the artists out there: I ain't gonna charge you a fucking dime. Hit me up if you want to figure out a few tricks, or it's better if you catch me out somewhere and ask me. I've kind of figured out how to promote really well on Facebook without having to boost post. Because who wants to fucking pay?
Yeah.
Fuck
Nobody.
Facebook.
Right.
Fuck Facebook. I have fucking 3,000 friends. If I post some shit, let my fucking friends see it. So that's not the case. You have to figure out how to beat that shit. So I've got some tricks and some tips, and if you want to figure out how to get some shit going, let me know. I'll try to help you out. Because honestly, I had a lot of people that I listened to. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hector, one of our first.
Oh yeah.
Hector helped me out a ton. Young cat, and even the young blood over here throwing cardboard at me. Like, you listen to these young guys, they fucking they know angles for shit and times that shit need to be on and where to post them at as far
And your
as reels.
words.
Yes.
For the algorithm to pick it up.
And yeah, the shit that you hashtag is big.
Yeah.
And how you share it and how you tag it and how this shit all matters a ton. It's such a fucking game. And I will tell you, it is a fucking hassle. It really is. But
It's a full-time job.
I spend 2 to 3 hours of a day fucking with just change. And you'd be surprised. I know that I'm annoying a lot of you the fucks out there. So fuck off. I don't care. You change your, you gotta, especially if you're a close friend of mine, every time I do something, you get a notification for it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
fuck you get a little bit of dopamine for your notification, so fuck off, you get something from me too.
Well, my name's in there at least, you know. It's like,
Yes, fuck off, you're getting something from me too. If your phone didn't have a 1 by it, you'd be mad anyway, so I can't please you either way. But what you got to do is change your fucking profile picture, change your fucking this, move this, share this, tag this, check in here. This one's a reel. Now this one's a story. Now this one, you got
And put music on your reels.
it's
So
a
much
fucking
work.
It is, and believe it or not, it sounds like such an easy game because you're just sitting there holding your fucking phone. I mean, you ain't fucking moving. It ain't like you're on a treadmill or someone's poking you in the ass with a hot poker and
Ooh,
it's
daddy.
fucking hard work or whipping you. But it really is a fucking giant hustle, and it really
is.
gets very annoying to.
It's tedious.
It is very
Very
tedious.
tedious.
It's a
Can I
great
just
word
buy
for
somebody tacos and Jameson to do that?
it. You kind of are.
Austin will work. So what I'm getting is you will
But
work.
I haven't got a taco one yet. Is the fucking problem.
Okay, so next time I want to do promotion,
know
I'm
where
just
they're
going to buy
at.
you tacos.
Well, I mean, if it's $20 worth of tacos, we can talk. But I got to share it with all these guys too, so we
Yeah.
got to have a taco party.
Yeah.
It can't just please me. 'cause
Okay.
I'm even though you're paying promotion,
We
to
could talk
me,
about it.
Yeah, we can talk taco about
Taco
it.
about it.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause nacho
So we got
cheese,
BZB, we got Enos, we got.
We're missing somebody.
No,
Jacobius?
well, Jacoby Lee Winter,
No, Johnson. Something.
Sir Just P. Johnson.
Yes. I've heard good things about this guy. I have no
Yeah,
nothing about him.
he's-
I've
He's
actually
knighted.
heard. Well, I've heard really good. Sir, can I, dude? I feel like I should be knighted, but I've heard good things about all of the artists on here that I haven't heard about. I've heard great things about your guys' group.
Thank you.
Just via the ether of the industry that we sit in. I've heard great things about all the people on this bill. So
And I got one more slot,
tell us all.
but I'm not
one
charging
open?
fees.
You got one open?
Yeah.
I think Lively Up with Pats fits right in that spot.
Bro, I've been doing the shadow puppets thing. I've been kind of
Dude,
developing
Aaron
the
does
shadow
it.
puppets deal.
Aaron said that he will not come out unless he has a show booked on
New Year's Eve.
on
So
New
we got to
Year's
book
Eve.
Aaron on it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think.
but you have to rap.
I think just bass battle between him and Amanda.
My minimum for New
And
Year's
he's
is
in a-
500, and I'll totally rap for you. I don't know if
500?
I'm
It's
good
like
at
shadow
it.
puppets.
Do I get any? Do I get any fucking something on the back end for negotiating this deal? You get 500.
15% like any booking agent.
Shit.
There you go.
We're in. Come on,
15%.
come on down. But for real though, we're gonna have a hell of a show. We're gonna have a lot of different music. I love when. That's what I love about Aaron. I love about Joe and great artists that are in genres that are willing to let other genres be on the bill. Always makes me happy. Let's throw the fucking shit up against the wall. Singer, songwriter, country,
Yeah.
whatever, man. Fuck it.
Variety show.
Variety show. There you go.
I
In
like
it.
that. I like that
Heck
because
yeah.
because I always think, and I contemplated to this as how different guests bring different audiences to our show and vice versa.
When you expose other people
Yes.
who might not be exposed to.
Exactly. I love the fact that if you're not an asshat and you just don't bail after your fucking band that you came to see us on, so stick around.
Who
and-
listens to one genre?
Well,
Yeah.
for the most part, nobody. I feel like everybody loves a little bit of blues and a little bit of country and a little bit of rock and roll and a little bit
Murder
of hip hop.
folk?
So I
I
love
love murder folk.
I love that you guys are willing to bring in those multiple genres.
What'd he say?
And hope that we
Bloody
like
Wood.
get more exposure to people that are not normally listening to that music. And I think that's a fucking brilliant plan that we need to like widespread push through to Wichita when we're doing festivals. And that's another thing to parlay in this. I'm getting good at this, but to parlay that into the Winterfest that's coming here.
Yeah, Monica.
Yeah, Monica has
Monica
30
House.
bands.
30 fucking bands in three
wow.
fucking days.
3 days.
Ask
3
Jason
days.
Catlett what he thinks about that. Jason Catlett, sturdy bands.
Oh yeah. So there's a fine swine fest.
Well, that was one day though.
And it was awesome.
I know.
Well, that was one fucking day. The worst show ever.
The T-shirt was great.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Worst show ever. Too many bands.
Oh, it was. I mean, because in his story.
Oh, that was the one at the Cotillion, right?
Yeah, and I'll have
yeah.
to clip it because he does go into the story. He was on the show with Daria, and he really goes into like looking at the bill of this and going, "Holy shit!
What
Like how the
fuck?
fuck am I gonna?" But this
In
is
one day.
This is not a. This is a 3-day event. This is a 3-day event at Monica House, and
It's gonna be awesome.
from what we're talking about podcasting at this event. Are you in on that?
I could be persuaded.
Yeah. So
No
at
live
least-
remote.
If you have
not
enough-
live on location. We might be doing a 1 or 2. It's hard to commit to 3 fucking days. Of some
Are
shit.
there tacos? Are there Jameson? Like,
I mean, there's always going to be Jameson. It is an Aaron Austin show.
that?
Have you seen an Aaron Austin show go off without a bottle of Jameson? Yes.
Well,
But it was
yeah.
it was like Buffalo Trace.
Trace?
Other than that, you fucks.
I feel like Jameson owes me money.
All this free promotion.
No, they would sell the same without our fucking 200 views.
Hey, but at least you're not drinking.
I don't want to put our show in perspective or anything, but Jameson's doing fine without us. But if Jameson would like to give us $1, we'll go full frontal nudity for Jameson bottles. I mean, I've already heard good things about this man. So we're
Hey,
going.
you see the
What if I could find us like a whiskey sponsor, like local whiskeys?
I think well, I've had a few that I've thought about reaching, but to me,
That'd be fun.
and you guys will understand this, like, I don't want to come ask for advertising dollars till I feel like we're worth your advertising dollars.
Yeah, I feel you there. I know.
You know, so that's why I've been hesitant till, and I will say it again, as I told.
Yeah, but you're getting
these
there,
guys.
man. 6,500 views.
Well,
in a week.
that-
that was
that's-
awesome. That was pretty cool.
And that's
the
why
uptick in Jameson sales
yeah. I mean,
just in the local area.
I know any liquor store that's by the studio.
See,
Rumplemints and Jameson sales on Tuesday go through the roof.
see,
I mean, that Davis Liquor down the street is already like.
they're like, we should sponsor these fuckers.
No, I mean, hey,
That'd be beautiful. Davis, if you want to talk.
I mean, we're literally sponsored. I mean, and we're not going to get too far into it, but you know,
$500 a week.
Peerless is not a place that we're a big fan of, but a band of ours is going there, and they're paying us to promote
That's
it.
nice.
We'll
And
take
it's a
$1.
good band. Go see the band.
Yeah, go
That's
see
not
the
even
band.
$1 a listen. $500. You got $650 last time. $500 for a week.
I like where
That's
this
a good
guy. I like where this guy's.
See?
Well, he's smart enough to promote with us. I mean, if we're getting that kind of views, guys, hit us up for minimal dollars. So I mean, and it's pretty obvious that we will whore ourselves off for any fucking amount possible.
And tacos.
Tacos.
And we want to. And before we get too far, we're getting close to the end of this thing. We have got to see the alien mask before it goes too far. It's in the room. Let's. It's not a gray one or a tall walker or a Billy Bobber. I think there's like
Isn't it a tall gray?
there's
Yeah. There's apparently different kinds.
There's apparently.
Oh, she's gonna wear it.
Oh no, she's coming in full.
Wear it. Oh,
She's
all right.
coming in.
I like this. I
Yeah,
like
dude,
this.
this is a moment in podcast history where this is a real alien that we have disguised as Amanda Trotter during this
Yes.
episode. She is now revealing herself. Please do not.
We have fed it copious amounts of human fetuses, and now it is not hungry and poses no threat to us.
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah. And,
because my fat ass is going down
Yeah,
first.
appreciate that. I'm the closest one here.
yeah. Well,
So here we are. This shit
we
is
go.
pretty legit. She's even got it fucking tucked in.
that's a good mask.
That is a good mask.
So this is the mask of the overlords of the Greys.
Yes, we control the grays.
Yes, they control the Greys. Now, what is this race called? What is this?
It's speaking telepathically. Its mouth's not even moving.
Exactly.
right.
These
Yeah.
things are fucking on. They're
It's even telepathic into a laptop.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, so what is this called?
you can't even talk through this fucking thing. That's she's about to.
Okay, I can't breathe.
While
Baseballs.
while a guest of the Aaron Austin show is asphyxiated by a mask, we sit here and cheers Jameson
Cheers,
and as she passes out onto the floor from asphyxiation. But we did not provide this mask to her in any shape or form.
But live on studio.
But I mean, if you could pass out for us, we get some views for that. That'd be a nice clip.
Yeah.
Live
Amanda,
asphyxiation.
How can we find
How can we find all your guys'
products
stuff?
online? How do we find you? Sirious SideFX and Amanda
Sirious
V.
SideFX. We spell it SIRIOUS. We misspell it on purpose.
It gave my dyslexia
star.
fits. My dyslexia went into overdrive trying to even write that fucking name.
I kept trying to spell it like Sirius Black from Harry Potter.
Okay. So before we get like into just like bailing on the end of the show, give us a little bit of rundown of your other business that you do, videography or photography.
I do photography and videography. I make music videos and do a lot of pictures and stuff for events and weddings and school photography and stuff.
So you're hireable for those?
I am very hireable. Yes.
So
how do we find you?
Yeah, how do we find
Amanda V Productions on Facebook.
So you can through Amanda Trotter. You could probably find Amanda V Productions pretty easily. Yeah.
V as in video.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And speaking of Peerless, I'm also the featured artist down there. I got a bunch of paintings and stuff.
On the wall stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? So how does that go? Do they do like a monthly spread or? Is
Yes.
It, nice.
Yeah, I'm the featured artist of the month.
Nice.
I always love it when bars do that.
I do too. I think, and let's get it. Barleycorns and Peerless and a few other bars do that. I think every bar in town should get in on that.
I agree.
If you got
Marche's does that a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to, and I'm sure I'm missing a few bands that are a few bars that do that shit, but I think that is a fabulous, cool thing to like let a artist be featured at your bar for a month. Or
It's
two.
all arts, man.
That is badass.
It's all arts.
I think that's. I mean, literally at minimal to nothing cost, it's promotion for the artist. It's promotion for the venue. It's one hand washes the other. Why not we do that everywhere? If you have some fucking naked space at a venue that you own, Big Arbor,
Full frontal.
Big Arbor,
Naked space.
in any of these places, let a featured artist.
Big
come in.
Arbor.
How does that work? How does those like featured things work? They just
Well,
kind of.
I just go down there and set my stuff up, and then at the end of the month, I go pick it up and pick up whatever.
Are they on sale too
Yes.
as well?
Yes, they're on sale,
Yeah,
too.
so let everybody know that, like, guys, if you see these featured artists and every goddamn artist
Buy
for
it.
sale, buy the shit. If you love it, buy it.
Please.
Please. These people work their ass off for this shit.
You have a chance to buy local original art at pennies on the dollar, really.
Yeah, and
And
something that has been portrayed into throughout the local venues, and that is such a cool aspect to me. I really, really think that should catch on. I hope that's a thing that I've seen. Like I said, a handful of bands a handful of venues that have been doing that. So I hope that catches on big to let people like share their art at the place.
well, it's really about like, let's find an artist that's coming up. Let's support them so they can continue that journey.
Well,
and then when they've arrived, this piece that I bought for $100
is worth something.
might just be worth like some serious ducats.
Well, and it's
'cause I
nice.
got in early.
And it's
You know what I
nice
mean?
for like an artist to put on their resume. I had a featured like, let's look at it from both ways. Like it's nice for the artist too. Like they can say, hey, I had a featured like display at this place.
Gallery expedition.
Yeah,
Well, and
you can word that to it however you know the fanciest you can word that. I mean, I don't paint pictures and do that, but if I'm writing a bio for that, that's
Got a
some shit
frog.
you can put on there. You know,
There's the live art is huge.
I like that
Yes.
too. I like that too.
Huge.
That's fun too.
I'm not sure how to tap into that, but I mean, like,
Well,
if
I
there's
got
somebody
you.
that wants to do
Super
live art
easy.
at any of my shows,
I'll tell you right now. I'll get you in touch with Stephanie Nash, and we'll get you right
Cool.
on that.
Yeah.
We do that a lot here at
Nice.
Monica House. We have.
I got a
those
spot for
same
New
thing.
Year's if they want it.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know what that.
I might
don't
have
know.
stole them already for the show.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. See, Amanda's on her shit.
Guys,
See?
so we're gonna have to wrap up here pretty soon.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
How do we find you?
Syndrome Entertainment. Common
Yeah, we
spelling.
got a few minutes.
Syndrome SYN.
Yeah.
Syndrome Entertainment. We'll tag all the shit. It's
Syndrome Entertainment on Facebook.
And that's who is promoting the show at Barcode on New Year's Eve with Sirious SideFX.
Yep.
Yep.
Is headlining that show. I will be there all night hosting that show. So if you can't get enough of my voice yet, come out and get some more.
MC.
Come
Awesome
out and get some more.
motherfucker shooting.
And hey, I actually like doing it, man. I like like I told you, let me fucking run the stage and shit, like because it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Because just let me fucking
Hey,
keep
that
the
saves
trains
me the
running.
hassle of trying to wrangle artists.
Yeah, and I already got to introduce them, so I already got to go talk to them and see what they want and see how they want to be introduced and
Right.
see what they're like ready for. So it's easy to just let me run the fucking trains, man. It's so
I'm
much
100%
easier.
on board with that.
Yeah,
I
that's
may
what
or may not come out and base battle Amanda.
he'll base battle in a fucking.
If you're there, I'll be ready.
In a banana hammock.
Well, and I tell you, base battle.
As tribute to my friends.
Well, if he shows up in banana hammock, he automatically won. 'Cause
Well, I think. Well, from what I heard,
How do you challenge such a thing?
From what I've heard,
Exactly.
he's already won in a banana hammock.
Yes.
It's gonna
He's
take a hell of a banana hammock to hold him. I've
The
heard.
Borat swimsuit.
Yeah.
he is a badass.
Again.
Fat ass. What?
You said badass.
Oh yeah, okay. You got to pronunciate on this show when you get. Again, so if you guys haven't heard it once or haven't heard it twice, get out to Barcode on New Year's Eve. Get out to Peerless on New Year's Eve. There's stuff going around all over the town, so let's get there. What you
Free
got? What you
kazoos
got?
at New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Party
All right, guys.
favors.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thanks for
Local
having us.
fires. We're starting local fires.
I was really trying to cue John for the outro theme song,
Oh,
but he just
okay.
didn't pick it up.
No.
Okay.
So,
I was like, I thought that shit was for me. I was like,
probably
what?
around
Hey,
here.
DJ.
I thought it
hit
was. I think. Hey, Sproke.
Sprout. I love Sprout.
Did I say it correctly?
Sprout.
I had no confidence in when I yelled that out, so I just went for it.
I don't know, but it sounded fun.
Yeah.